And we're back. Moving on, we got the Shawshank Redemption. The first release of it in their keep case. Funny enough, my Nana Poppy's copy of this exact pressing was how I first watched the movie. Then we got Shanghai Noon, the movie to open my birthday. The day I was born, specifically. May 26, 2000. Oops, should I have not given that away? Anyway, great movie. A couple random seasons of The Simpsons. A couple of great stalker films in the 90s. We got Single White Female. If nothing else, watch it for the incredible performance by Jennifer Jason Leigh. I need to see more of her work. And Sleeping with the Enemy, starring Julia Roberts. I don't ever listen to podcasts except when I'm around my parents and they play one, but there should be a Rotten Tomatoes is wrong on this, because Rotten Tomatoes is dead wrong. This movie is an underrated masterpiece. I'm serious. And they're so close. One of the few 4 films I've seen, and it's a Hong Kong movie. Bit of an incomprehensible plot, a lot of great story, and it needs to be on Blu-ray pronto. A lot of seasons of South Park, some in this slim case, some not. I've gone at my own pace throughout the show, mostly fast, last year, and oh man, this is a crazy show. It's got some funny stuff, too. Probably my favorite episodes on Season 7, Casa Bonita. But there's a bit of a problem here. If I could just... It's hard to do things with one hand. Disc 2 of Season 10 is a bit messed up, and that, I can't get parts to play from my computer, so I had to watch 3 of the episodes. That would be Make Love Not Warcraft, the Warcraft episode, Mystery Viral Douche, and Miss Teacher Bangs a Boy through HBO Max. And yeah. Okay, after that little cut, we're here. This is where we stop censoring all the cursing, and this also has the episode that made my mom stop watching it regularly. It involves Randy and Bono. Here's that Speed Racer movie. Still haven't watched it yet. Probably one of the Stranger Things I've picked up, but again, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. Step Brothers, which is more something my dad's seen, but I'd like to see him one day as well. Maybe even consider watching it off my copy at one point. And on as far away a note from that as you can get, we have Still Alice, which, thematically speaking, is probably the heaviest film I've ever seen. It's about a woman living with early onset Alzheimer's disease. But that said, if you can stomach that premise, the film is very much worth a watch, with Julianne Moore getting some of the best acting I've ever seen. 3rd Academy Award winner, if you ask me. And back on humor's note, we have Super Troopers. And we also have The Sweetest Thing in the form of the rated edition. This is a surprisingly good movie. Yeah, but I must warn you, there's a lot of things in this that will make you go, can't believe I'm seeing that on film. So, be warned. Swimming with Sharks. Need to use the slipcover here. Slide it out, up, and there you go. And here's the disc label and the inserts. And it's got a pretty interesting a lot of special features, including the only time I've ever seen an Easter egg within an Easter egg. But you'll have to look for that yourself. And why ruin the fun of finding yourself? You got Tango and Cash, starring Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell. One of the very, very last theatrical release of the 1980s, along with Steven Spielberg's Always. For some reason, the Warner Home Video logo is in full frame on both sides of the disc, which makes no sense. It's widescreen material and full screen material. Here's more classic TV for you, Taxi. I found those Price books in Pearland last year, and yeah, I really liked it. And that was enough to ask for this next one for Christmas, but I haven't got around to it yet. Apparently, this is the season where Christopher Lloyd meets Reverend Jim. Jim's a prominent part of the series, and apparently, there's this breakthrough scene right there. Yeah. Moving on to the last row, we got Tequila Sunrise. And Lyrical can't be the only Tom Hanks directed movie I've got on my shelf, so here's the extended edition of That Thing You Do. There we go. I also have a Japanese pressing of a soundtrack album, and it's a great pressing too. And the movie's a real winner as well. Well, if you can actually find a copy, or last I checked, it is free with ads on YouTube. I don't know if that's still the case today, but you should really see this, especially if you're into music, any bit. They Live. I mean, there are fancier editions of it out there on Blu-ray and UHD, but you know, considering that this is also used limited entertainment in it, I didn't want to deal with their crap again after Silent Running, and I'm glad this version around. And also most popular YouTube videos as well. Now here's a bit of a peculiar one. It's from contemporary Christian singer-songwriter Jane Finn and My Chance. Yeah. It's got a CD with a title song and the bonus B-side. They're both good songs, and I only spot checked the DVD, and the chapter indexing on this is just bizarre. I mean, you click another chapter, it takes you towards a random point in any of the features on here. They're not exactly organized right. And it's autographed to some Irene Smith. Yeah. But mainly the real reason I picked up was because of its little DVD casing. And here's To Serve Love. Last of the City Point 867 trifecta. There needs to be boxes from Criterion of all three of those movies. Mainly they should just get their mitts on Serve Love and Guess Coming to Dinner. Or in issue that. After all, they've already put out In the Heat of the Night. Here's one of the straight funnier movies I've seen in some time. Tommy Boy. This one's something. Train to Busan, which, yeah, really is as intense as they say. This was recommended to me by a friend in school. Well, in the school newsletter, and when I finally took up my recommendation, I couldn't believe how good it was. But it's also really bloody. I mean, there's no gore, but a lot of blood. So, very ready for something as intense as this. We got True Lies. Yeah, the little plastic's been torn off, so somebody had to tape the cover. UHF, Weird Al Yankovic's attempt at becoming a film star, which for some reason I've never seen more than once. I really need to rectify that, given how much of a Weird Al fan I am. And here's the other artwork. W, Oliver Stone's biopic of George W. Bush. There's a little ad for the Meridian collection, and the acclaimed diva and the Red Violin, a film I wouldn't mind seeing one day. And many more fanatics rejoice. Shameless fanatics rejoice. Nicholas Sparks fanatics rejoice. A Walk to Remember. I have yet to read the book, but it was an excellent adaptation of the book. It's definitely worth seeing, at least once, if you like it or not. The Wild Thornberrys movie. I never tell you on VHS as a kid. WKRP Insanity, it's a classic comedy that I really need to get a move on. Does another custom packaging job. Getting at this come about people at the radio station, I put the disc in these little vinyl record-like sleeves and had my dad burn me a couple bonus CDs. And I also made this little booklet using information I've gathered about the show. I put that famous "Turkeys Away" quote in there. Well, I did hear Shout Factory only had the rights to that for a few years, but last time I tend to run into a slimmed down version of this in Walmart, if you can believe that, so I believe it's still in print. And with Disney owning Fox now, I guess that's not long for this world. Okay, if you can. It's really worth seeing if you're a music fan, especially. And the last cased one, Mike Nichols' Working Girl. Purely an original print with original disc label, and I guess this one was sealed, but I'm not entirely sure. And a couple more things before I close this video. So here's a DVD holder, which has many of the discs I had as a kid. And some discs of my own that I moved to this other DVD holder that my parents got. Here's Be Kind Rewind, and we got Deliverance. The most controversial purchase ever. A couple random scenes of How I Met Your Mother. Great show I need to rewatch. We got Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There's those other seeds of Scrubs and The Simpsons I have. And Christmas DVDs. We got Weird Al Yankovic video collection. Yeah, stuff like that. Well, that closes my collection video. Hope you enjoyed it.